Yo, yo, yo. Think I am on. Yes, I am on. What up, everybody? You good people? um, it's your boy Coy Roy, aka King Coy. So I had a request from a very special person. Um, he goes by the name of Anthony King. And if you know who this person is, um, awesome. But if you don't, he's a legendary dancer. Um, all the well-known poppers know who he is. Um, at one point, he was the best in California, and yeah, so he knows Poppin' Pete. He used to battle with Skeeter Rabbit all the time back in the day. Like they would go head to head. Bob and Andre knows who he is and says good things about him too. So this man is legends of legends, and he asked me to do commentary to his dance. So I did that, and he enjoyed it so much that he wanted me to do more commentary. So I figure I just put this live together into a video, do the commentaries, and I'll share with y'all a couple of nuggets that he gave me that kind of helped me with like my mindset on battling. So I asked him, whenever I go show up to a battle, I get nervous and I experience self doubt and all of this other stuff, right? And then I said, no. Then he said, oh, so slow down. What do you mean, like self doubt? It's like, okay, well, when I get to a battle, I ask questions like, man, I wonder if the judges are gonna like my dancing. I wonder if the crowd will get what I'm doing. I wonder if I'll be able to perform well. I'm asking all these questions, and he goes, yo, whoa, 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 let's start with the first question. And he goes, um, you asked about will the judges like you, right? And then he said some stuff like, um, when a question is asked, it usually goes to the person that has the answer, right? When you ask a question, you take a breath in, and you go, huh? You know? And then when the answer comes out, you go, oh, because the oh it registers as like a aha moment, like, oh yeah, I got it, right? And he goes, instead of, because we get it, anxiety doesn't feel good. It's like these feelings that can trap you, that can like make you feel like you are stuck, right? Instead of getting rid of those, you hold on to those and um, you just modify them a little bit so that you can utilize those feelings to your advantage, right? And so the question goes, will the judges like you? And your answer is yes, they will, because you are King Koi. And I was like, oh, you know, that aha moment happened for me because I'm like, I never thought about answering my own questions, right? When I go to a battle, I never thought about saying, oh, yeah, will the judges like me? Yeah, they'll like me because I'm King Koi. I'm a beast, I'm a monster. Will the audience like me? It don't matter if they like me. It don't matter if they'll understand what I do. I like me. I understand what I do, and that's what matters. And yeah, so I started answering these questions, and it made my mindset switch from being nervous to being confident. You know, and something that simple was just like mind blowing for me. So yeah, that's just a little snippet of like the wisdom that he gave to me, and like we spoke for a couple hours. It was awesome. Um, uh, so yeah, let's take a look at Mr. Anthony King and see how he got down. So I want to start with this first video here. This is like 1982 is one of his performances. This is probably the first video. Okay, so when I reached out to him, he was I sent him this video because I saw it and I was like, this is amazing. And he was like, Okay, why is it amazing? If you answer me that, and I'll answer all your questions. I'm like, okay, dope. And so I just recorded it off my phone. I just did it like a brief commentary, and he loved it so much that he wanted to talk to me in person. So I was like, or not in person, but over video. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. So we're gonna watch this video again. I'm gonna go through the commentary, and yeah, and then I have two other videos to go through, and then I'll give you my final thoughts at the end on Mr. Anthony King, the King of Pop. Here we go.
Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and judged by star personalities from the entertainment industry. Gordon Jump of WKRP in Cincinnati. Dorian Harwood of Strike Force.
Here we're fast forward down a little. There we go. Turn that down a little. Oh shoot. So first of all, the entrance is pretty. Okay, hold on. Let me stop this real quick. The entrance alone is like the showmanship is already on another level. Like when you show up to a spot, you better make sure that you have the ability to catch everybody's attention. There's so many times when I see people show up to a performance and they just kind of walk into the middle and then that's it. Where when he walks in, his arms are open, he's got the clothes, he's got the stage performance, he's smiling. It immediately is like the aura of this man is captivating. And yeah, let's continue. Alrighty. Boom. The waves, twistos, the one-footed glide. So the one-footed glide, I had never seen anybody do this before at all. I've seen people glide, I've seen them move around, but in terms of like being able to just dance, or not dance, but glide with just one foot, like it's pretty amazing. Um, and I actually asked him about the one slide, the one foot glide, and he was like, yeah, that day I just decided I was going to do all my glides with 1 foot, and I thought that was cool. Uh-oh, what happened to our video? Give me a second. Uh, uh, Come back. Okay, let's try to load this again. There we go. Boom. Here we go. All right, let's go back. Boom. Yeah, so to complete my thought, he said that he was going to say he wanted to do everything on 1 foot, all his glides. And by doing so, it made gliding on that floor a little bit easier too. He kind of looked out with that challenge because the floor was kind of rough, and the way that the materials of his shoe and the floor contact, it didn't really allow him to glide that smoothly. And because he did that on 1 foot, it was like super smooth. Um, but yeah, I thought that was cool. Just the way that you can talk about, just give yourself a rule and then make it happen. I thought that that was really interesting. And the fact that he can just do it right on the spot and just achieve it without even practicing it at all is bananas to me. Twistos. Boom. There you go. Let's go. With the tuts into the waves. The sacking, man. So, okay. So, this part right here, let me rewind that. Right here, this glide. Now this glide is also on one foot as well, the way that he does it. But look at his pose here. This is an iconic pose, you know. He's not just um, moving to the left. He's actually leaning back a little bit. Like his posture is back a little bit. And then he's looking at the direction of where he's going and he's smiling, right? So something that simple, you know, he's holding that frame, getting from point A to point B, and then as soon as he gets to point B, he releases that frame and goes into another thing. But the intention of him moving from point A to point B was really, really strong. And he intentionally said, I'm going to hold this pose, I'm going to look, I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to get down. You know, the intention. Anything you do in dance, if you do it with intention, it's always going to be better, you know. And I thought that was a great example of that. Boom, boom. Dang, with the twist, the knuckle flex is crazy. Woo! Twist those, man. Ugh. Playing with the lyrics. So that breathing thing that he just did there, like the lean back and the breathe, he's not just standing there and breathing. You see how far back he leaned? A lot of people don't dance um yeah, this pose here. They don't dance towards their back because it's way harder to squeeze your abdomen and really lean back there and play in that back area, right? And the way that he did it was so effortless. Like it's way easier to just kind of lean towards the front because it doesn't take that much energy. But when you lean towards their back, like that whole area, a lot of people don't mess around with. But when you do it, it's so refreshing to see. With the sacking, twistos are so freaking crazy. Golly. Now he's doing some polyrhythms with the feet and the arms. The showmanship. Boom, ka, boom, ta, boom, ta. Hold on, man. Hold on. Come back. Come back. Boom, boom, boom. You see that? One. Da, 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 da. That was crazy. And then he's doing the popping ticking. Setting up for another slide. Jeez. I like how all his slides are like different. This man can do twistos in so many different ways. It's crazy. Again, he hold that pose to transition and move, and then continued after he was done moving into these crazy waves. And there he goes again, dancing in the back. So this laying down wave, I asked him where it came from, and he said that it came from him. And I've seen people do it again and again. I've even seen Bop and Andre do it too. And you know, he said that that move came from Anthony King. Again, another variation of the twistos. So crazy. And the groove. He said, okay, you saw a little bit of technical stuff. Let me groove it for a bit, and then let me hit you with another variation of the twistos. And then the 1 foot glide That was crazy, y'all. The showmanship was probably the prime example there. The showmanship was at such a high level. Man, I wish more people um, would perform like this, like just having intention in their movements, having the crowd in mind. You know, he also it wasn't just straight popping the entire time too, which is what I really enjoyed. It was he grooved with it, and groove is the universal language for every dance style, everything. You could be in like you could speak totally different languages. Like I could be speaking Vietnamese, you could be speaking in Portuguese. We would not be able to understand each other at all. But as soon as we start grooving, the communication is clear, and that's why when he started grooving, the audience was all like, yeah, any technical dance, you can be technical, but as soon as stop being technical and start grooving, the crowd will go crazy. Next time you do a cipher, and you try that, right? Try um, being super technical for a little bit, and then start grooving, and notice how um, the crowd just goes, oh, like I just did a battle the other day where I did puppet style, right? Puppet style the entire time. And then the one time that I didn't focus on puppet style and I started grooving my legs, my opponent was like, oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It works every single time, man. Every single time. Just that change. And yeah, it helped out a lot. Okay, so let's check out video number 2. This is him, and it looks like in his house. Let's see it. He's just chilling. This is older Anthony King, so he ain't got nothing to prove. Chilling. Already, I noticed the way that his stare. So already, I noticed before he even did anything, the way he stares, the way that he looks. He's not blank in the face. He's intentionally moving his head, looking in different corners, and that is huge when it comes to like the picture of what you're making in your movement, because it adds variety. You're not just dancing with your arms, you're not just dancing with your legs, you're dancing with your whole body when you include the head. The vibe. And see, as soon as you that's exactly what I was talking about. As soon as you go from technical, which he hit the technical waves, and then as soon as he hit that groove, it's like, oh, that's dope. And then the vibes of the music just matches immediately. Nice. Oh, okay. So there's this thing called the pockets, right? When you're dancing and you talk about the pockets, look at this one. Boom, 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 boom. That's the pocket he was in. Boom, 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 boom. He's still in that pocket. But as soon as the music changed, he switched up the pocket and pause. Boom, pause, boom, pause, boom, pause, boom, pause, boom, pause. That switch up, that changed the texture so well that if somebody was there, they would have been like, oh my God. And then the crazy waves. And look at his head. He's chill. He said, this is light work. This is nothing. Boom. Boom. I love his use of like always being open too. A lot of dancers nowadays, and this includes me, dance really small and closed in, right? But I really like how his arms are always open, always big. It has this king-like presence. Look at this footwork. Chilling. Chilling. Oh, look at that hit. And transition smoothly into the waves. The hit, I love how his hit, it looks like it's coming from his shoulders. It's like this drop hit. When I see people do the shoulder drop when they do the hit, a lot of times people do it wrong because they lift up their shoulders so much that it looks like you're just like lifting up your shoulders, you know. But he does it in such a small micro way that it saves energy for him for when he dances, but it still looks nice and clean and hard and crisp, you know. So if you're doing the shoulder hits, you know, you gotta match that intensity with the music, and I think he does that perfectly when he doesn't lift up that shoulder too high. It's like very micro movements. Right into the groove again. And the whole time, if you notice, he's moving his hands and his feet at the same time. That's hard. Boom, boom. Ooh. I love the leans. Let's go. One thing that one thing that I would say, and this is just a suggestion. Um, I know that he's in chill mode, right? This is super light work. He just did it out of a whim, you know, like he didn't really think too much about it, but his the way that he moves and his intentions are there. One thing that I would like to see more of would be different textures in his waves, because he's got this one texture in the wave, but using that wave, especially when his arms are out really wide, right? Like using the wave within a wide range, and playing with these little points that are all around him, right? So if you imagine a box at his feet, and then it like extrudes all the way up above his head, I would like to see him mess around with the waves at the corners of the boxes, right? On the bottom, at the top, even in the middle. And that's all would be just like an easy way to just play around with the waves even more than what he is. But he probably already knows that, you know. This is just me seeing it in this round. Um, I love the groove that he was doing. I kind of wish that he had more variation within the grooves, like leaning. And in the last video, he did some crazy twisto flexes and stuff like that. I would love to see him bring that out more in smooth music like this. I think that would be really dope. Nice. Love how open he is. And then the sacking, the way he mixes the sacking with the groove, and just the small little clean pops. Light work. Oh, there's the twisto. There's one other thing that I would love to see more is like Whenever he has his arms out like that, let me go. Let me go back to the camera. So whenever he has his arms out, he does this a lot, and I think that's what happens when he's in chill mode. So he'll be like, nothing's completely straight, intense because he's just chilling, right? So I would love to see more of the open arms, but more of like straight, like ooh, just pose, boom, boom, pose, arms straight, boom. But man, I already know he's a beast, so he's just, this is light work. Super light work. Yeah, man. Anthony King is a beast. Legendary. For the normal dancer, like, just this level of dancing right there would destroy a lot of people, you know. Um, because what's high level is the understanding, it's the intention, not really the movements he's doing, it's the intention behind the movements, Because for him, this is like nothing. This is just, he probably danced that one time and that was it. But the way that he danced and the intention that he put behind it, the body rhythms, there was so much going on in this round that it's kind of like normal people wouldn't be able to just, um, look at it and pick it up like how I just did. Okay, so let's check the last video. This is an extra one. Um, I just thought I found, and I was like, oh shoot, this is another one. When did he upload this one? But here we go. Dude, dude, look at those. Boom, the footwork, the hardness. That's what I was talking about earlier. The hands being like sharp and straight. Boom. Look at the different postures he's in. And the polyrhythms. His feet is moving. He's super open. The twistos. Boom. The sacking, the walkout into the groove. Boom. Wow. Boom. Wow. Dude, the hits are so hard. And that's not even his hardest hit. I could already tell he's holding back. Dang. Hold on, man. Hold on. We gotta look at that again. Wait. Let's go back. Look at that. You see how his head hit his shoulder and that caused an effect of the arm to go all the way down like that. That was crazy. And then right into the glide, and he's grooving the entire time. He said, I know this was dope. Dang. Whoa, hold on, go back. Let's go back. That balance. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know if you ever tried doing that, but that's incredibly hard. Yeah, man. He turned it up in this one. Oh, shoot. And what? Yo. Bro, I want to learn those twistos, man. way that he leaned into those hits, just bam, boom, boom, bam, gee, like in the video you can tell, but just it what he did was it's like a form of he combined an animation with the animation dime stops with the actual hit, right? So he goes pow, boom, pow, pow, boom, like, but like that was me kind of trying, but when he did it, it looked like what I was doing, but he wasn't trying. Like that was on another level. Like that was crazy. The concepts of like the the cause and effects, the character that he had, the whole man, the Superman, it matched the song because he's like, I'm dope, I'm the king, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't nothing. Like, that persona, he just embodies so well. So, here are my final thoughts. Anthony King is a legend, man. Like, um, I would love to see more of footage of him when he was younger, and then I would like to see footage of him now. Like, I want to see him go all out now, because I know for a fact that it would be crazy, right? Like, and the crazy thing is uh, his level of um, confidence, being absolutely sure of himself. Like he knows exactly who he is. He don't got to prove anything to anybody, and you know, and he's not scared of anything. So that's awesome to see, and that's something that I want to put in my dance. Like I want to have that level of confidence, that level of assuredness, that level of showmanship that he has. Even the smallest things that he was doing, like even though it doesn't look that impressive to a normal person, like a normal person would just watch that and be like, oh yeah, he's just getting down, he's just grooving. But what I see is I see somebody intentionally grooving while moving his legs, while moving his arms, while moving his head, while hitting, while creating concepts, while being aware of his environment, while being sure of like him traveling from A to B, like having these different pockets to be into as well, in terms of like the timing of his dance. All of that is happening automatically in his brain, you know, and that's like that was a lot going on. So Anthony King, you're a real one, man, and I appreciate our talk. This is commentary for you, as promised, and yeah, I appreciate our talk, and I appreciate what you do for the popping world, and hopefully, um, this kind of like this video will help motivate you to come back because I feel like the world needs to see Anthony King, the King of Pop. So that's it for today. It's your boy Coy Roy, aka King Coy. By the way, Anthony King named me King Coy because he felt like my my dance is bigger than just Coy Roy. So um, I'm probably going to um, think about that, but I really like King Coy. And the funny thing is, Coy Roy, Roy in French is king. So this whole time I've already been going by King Coy. I just didn't know it. So that's like a mind blower. It blew my mind. So that might just be destiny telling me that I needed to change my name. Um, but destiny is also saying I don't need to change my name because I'm already King Coy. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think about Anthony King down in the comments. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Anthony King, for requesting me for this. And maybe I'll do this more often, providing commentary for dancers, specifically OG dancers, because like the OG generation is like there's no like we can never achieve that level ever again, unless OGs start coming out and just teaching people on the masses. So yeah, talk to y'all soon. Peace.